Barre with Mary. Especially if you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. Today's class is a beginning bar class. So it's a 30-minute class, and it's going to be a much slower pace. We're going to take less variations, and we're going to talk through a lot of the alignment. So this is going to be a very talk-heavy class. If you're somebody who likes silent classes, this is probably not the one for you. If you're somebody who's been interested in trying bar and you've maybe been a little uncertain or nervous or just not sure if it's for you, this is the perfect class to introduce you to that. For equipment, I'm going to be using a set of 2-pound weights. If you have weights, I would encourage you to grab them. In bar class in general, you want to go with lighter weights. So I would not go heavier than 2 or 3. Honestly, when I do bar workouts, I always grab 2-pound weights. That is my go-to because the arm work in bar is pretty extended and it's going to be about light weights and high repetition. If you don't have weights, I encourage you to either do this class body weight, or if you want to try a little something, maybe grab a couple of bottles of water. We're going to get started. Go ahead and set your weights off to the side. You're going to come to your mat, and I want you to start this class in an all-fours position. So all fours, the hands are under the shoulders and the knees are under the hips. Now, if you have wrist sensitivity and you would prefer to do this down on your forearms, that is absolutely an option, okay? So feel free to do that if that's what your body needs. We're gonna start with a cat and cow stretch. As you inhale, you're gonna drop your belly, you're gonna lift your gaze, you're gonna lift your seat, and you're gonna arch into the back, really stretching through the spine. As you exhale, I want you to reverse that. I want you to hollow out the belly, push into the hands, push into the thighs, and by thighs I mean shins, and round your spine. Inhale, we drop the belly, we arch, we articulate through the spine. Exhale, we round, finding that counter stretch. So these two extreme positions of the spine are fantastic for stretching, for warming up, for increasing our mobility, but they are not fantastic positions for working out in. So I'm starting with this cat-cow so that you can feel what I do not want you to do during our core work and during our thigh work and during our seat work. One more time. Enjoy this really feel-good arch. Enjoy this rounding. And then I want you to come to what we call neutral spine, smack dab in the middle. So we are not arching, we are not rounding. Your seat should be relaxed. So that's a mistake that a lot of us make, is squeezing our glutes when we want to be working the core. So really try to actively relax your seat. Actively relax is a bit oxymoronic, but that's okay. You're going to feel the belly drawing up to the sky. I want you to feel your ribs knitting in towards each other. And then I want you to feel the back of your head pressing up to the ceiling. So one long line from the crown of your head to your sitting bones, to your hips. Now I want you to tuck your toes under here. Nothing is going to change in the shape of your spine. Nothing is going to change in your glutes. I just want you to take a breath in. And as you exhale, feel your abdominals, your belly lift up to the ceiling as you take your knees an inch or two off of the mat. So you're in this hovering bear plank position. As you inhale, gently tap your knees back down. And as you exhale, it's just your abdominals that engage as you lift the knees up. Keep going like that with your breath. You inhale to lower, and you exhale to lift. Now, if you are not sure if you're maintaining a neutral spine, you are more than welcome to do this whole class in front of a mirror, and if that feels right for you. Okay, what that's gonna allow you to do is to not just feel in your body, but also see the alignment. So you know what cat pose looks like. You know what cow pose looks like. I want you to settle right in between those two extremes. So we have a nice natural curve to our low back. Our ribs are hugging in, and it's your abdominals that are engaging here to lift your knees. 2 more times. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Last time, tap your knees. Now, as you exhale, lift, we're going to do a short hold here. So really spread through the fingers, spread through the shoulders, press the back of the head up, and just breathe for 4, 3, 2, tap your knees down, find a child's pose. Big toes together, knees can open a little wider. We walk our hands forward and melt our forehead down to the mat. Take 3 big breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe it in. Let it go. Last time, inhale. And as you exhale, slowly walk yourself up to a seated position. I want you to swing your legs around, and we're gonna lay down on our backs. So your knees are bent and your feet are planted. Take your hands to your abdominals if that's okay for you. And I want you to find that same position we just found in all fours. So maybe you want to play with arching and rounding your back. You can feel what that feels like when we lift the belly up, arch the low back, and when we tuck and round here, pushing the low back into the mat. And I want you to find right in the middle. So there should be a tiny bit of space under your low back. Your seat is relaxed. And if you're still not quite certain, you can always take your hands to your hip bones and your pubic bone. You want to make sure your hands are flat here. So we're not lifting the pubic bone higher, we're not lifting the hip bones higher. From this position, take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to hug the abdominals in and down, and you're going to float your left leg up to a tabletop position. Inhale, lower the left leg down. Exhale, abdominals engage. We lift the left leg up. Keep working with just the left leg here. Now I like to keep my hands on my belly as a little tactile reminder to really hug the belly in and down before I lift the left leg up. So as we find this movement in our left leg, you might notice that your back really wants to change shape. It really wants to move around. Your pelvis wants to move around. I want you to try to keep everything still. And the way that you do that is by engaging the abdominals. So imagine that I have a belt around your hip bones. And as you exhale, you're tightening that belt before you lift your left leg up. As you inhale, you're releasing and loosening the belt. 3 more times. 2 more times. Last time, we're going to march the left leg up, and I want you to just hold it there for a moment. Maybe you take your hands and interlace them behind the base of your skull. Thumbs are pointing down your neck. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to curl head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. So now you have a little bit of rounding in your upper spine. As you inhale, you're going to lower your head, neck, and shoulders back down. Keep going like that. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, curl down. So you feel the left side of your waist hugging in towards center. As we curl our head, neck, and shoulders up, we keep a little bit of space between our chin and our chest. The curl is not coming from the crown of your head. I want you to think about curling the center of your chest to your left thigh. 3 more times. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale up. Inhale down. 2 more times. Last time up. Take it down. Release your left foot to the floor. Let your hands come to rest at your side, and we'll take that series on the right. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, feel that belt tightening. Lift the right leg up, tabletop position. Inhale, lower it down. Stay with the right leg working. So again, you have a couple of options here. You can take your hands back to the low belly, and you can make sure your pubic bone and your hip bones are staying in the same plane, so we're not rocking the pelvis or squeezing the glutes. If that works for you, I'd love for you to do that. If the belt imagery works for you, I'd love for you to do that. If you're looking for something else, you could also take your hands to your rib cage if you're someone who tends to flare and open the ribs. And as you exhale and lift the right leg, I want you to actively pull your ribs in towards each other. And then let them inhale, expand back out into your hands. Exhale. Inhale. And if you just want to rest your hands at your side, that's also a great option, okay? The focus here is making sure that your low back is not changing shape, that your hips are not rocking, and that we're also trying to stay relaxed in the face and in the shoulders. 3 more marches. 2 more. Last time, hold that march up. Option to stay right here, or you can interlace your hands, pointing your thumbs down the neck. Take a breath in. Exhale, curl this chest up towards the right thigh. Inhale, lower it down. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lower. Trying to keep the right leg still, so the right knee is stacked over the right hip. Feeling this curl coming from your chest. So again, we're not crunching our chin down to our chest, keeping that little bit of length and space. And while we are rounding through the upper part of your spine as you curl, trying to keep the rib cage end down in this nice long neutral position, so you're not flattening your low back into the floor. Really feeling how the abdominals pull down to curl you up. 3 more times. 2 more. Last time up. Lower down. Lower your right foot down to the mat, but keep your hands behind your head and neck. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, keep the feet planted, but curl head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat and hold right there. We're gonna finish with a tiny little pulse up with the chest. Go a little up, so it's a 1-inch movement here. Curling your chest up, little up, little up. Continue to feel the length through the low back. Feel the abdominals hugging in and down to help support this curl up. You have 8 more. You have 6 more. You're gonna hold it in 4, 3, 2, hold it right here, inhale. As you exhale, really feel the abdominals hug in and down. Maybe you can curl your chest up 1 more inch. Just hold right here and breathe for 4, 3, 2, lower your head back down to the mat. Release your hands to your side, but stay right here with your feet planted and your knees bent. I want you to lift just your left heel off of the mat. The ball of the left foot is still down. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, I want you to drive your right heel into the ground and squeeze your glutes, lifting up into a bridge position. Pause there. So a bridge position, your upper back is still on the floor, your feet are still on the floor, and you're lifting just the midsection of the body up. So I want you to feel your glutes working here. So now we are squeezing the glutes. As you inhale, you're gonna lower your seat back down to the mat. And as you exhale, you're gonna squeeze the glutes and you're gonna lift up to that bridge position. Don't worry about going super high. Keep going like that. Inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, lower, tap the seat. Exhale, lift. Now the heel of your left foot is lifted here. So what that allows you to do is really start to isolate into the right glute. So I want you to think about pushing your right heel down into the mat as you squeeze and lift the hips. Now as we're moving here, still thinking about that abdominal engagement you just had. So the ribs are still knitting in and drawing together. We're not arching the back. We're maintaining this more neutral position. We're just lowering it down and lifting it up. 3 more times, down and up. 2 more times, lower and lift. Last one, down. Now I want you to hold this up position. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. From here, you're gonna take the hip down 1 inch and you lift the hips up 1 inch. It's a little down 1 inch and up 1 inch. So we're not going full range now. We're not tapping our hips down to the floor. You're just coming down a little bit and then squeezing the lift. Inhale down and exhale, lift. Double check that you're not lifting your hips so high you're arching into your back. If it means that your hips are only a few inches off the floor, that's totally fine. 4 more like this. Inhale down, exhale up. 3 more. 2 more times. Last one down. Now I want you to hold this squeeze up. Really push into your right heel. Relax through the upper body. From here, take a breath in. As you exhale, just like you did in your abdominal work, I want you to march your left thigh up to tabletop. And as you inhale, I want you to lower it down. Keep going like that. Exhale, left leg marches up. Inhale, lower. This is going to be very, very challenging to balance and just hold your stability on your right leg. So if this is too much for you, you can go back to that full range motion we were doing with the left ball of the foot on the ground, okay? Now as you march the left leg up, make sure you're not dropping your hips. Continue to squeeze the right glute and lift it up 3 more times. 2 more times. Last time, maybe you hold the left-legged tabletop, or maybe you bring it back down to the mat, whatever feels best for you. Relax the toes of your right foot, push into your right heel, and just breathe and hold for 4. 3, 2, lower your left foot all the way down to the floor, lower your hips. From here, we're gonna come to standing. So your choice how you get there. You can grab a hold of your thighs and rock yourself all the way up. Or, if you prefer, you can always roll to your side. Grab your weights, and we're gonna continue the work on our right leg, but we're also going to incorporate a little bit of arm work as well, okay? So right foot is forward. I want you to step your left foot way back, hinging your torso forward here. So my right knee bends, my left leg is long. Take one weight into either hand and reach your weights back behind you. The palms are facing each other, so your thumbs point down and your pinkies point up. Squeeze your inner thighs together and feel the work into your right leg. So we're pushing our right heel down into the mat, and I want you to really feel your right hip pulling back here, so your hips are staying square to the mat in front of you. From here, we're just gonna lower the arms down and squeeze and lift them up behind us. Inhale, lower the arms, and exhale, lift. So now we're standing, and we're still working into our right leg. I'm hoping you continue to feel your right glutes and your right hamstrings working here, but we're also going to get some right thigh work as well. The arms are staying straight. We're lowering them straight down, lifting them straight up. 3 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Lower and lift. Last one down. Now I want you to hold the arms lifted. Your legs are not moving, just your arms are lifting 1 inch. Little pulse, little pulse. So pinky fingers are lifting up to the ceiling. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, go 4, 3, 2, hold it right there. Inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna bend your elbows. Now I want you to take your back left foot and I want you to step it forward to tap next to your right foot. Now, next breath in, you inhale, you go back to where you started. The arms extend straight and the left foot steps back. Exhale, elbows bend, left foot taps in. Inhale, everything reaches back. 4 more like that. 3 more, so you're balancing on your right foot, continuing to work the right leg. 2 more. Last one in. Hold this one back. Now stay where you are with your legs. Just bring your weights together at the center of your chest. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, you're gonna take a little twist to the left. Excuse me, to the right. Twist to the right. Come back to center. Stay twisting to the right. Inhale, back to center. So we're twisting just through the torso here. My weights are in the center of my chest. I'm rotating the weights to the right and coming back to center. Sorry for my misspeak. You're twisting towards your front leg. 3 more. 2 more. Last time, I want you to twist. Come back to center. Now hold right here, but maybe you bend your back knee so you get really, really low in the legs. Push into your right heel. Squeeze your inner thighs together and hold right here for 4, 3, 2, stand all the way up. Step your left foot forward. Shake out your right leg. Amazing work. We're going to take that whole series, starting with the standing lunge work on the left leg, okay? So we're going to reverse that order. Left foot is forward, right foot is back. Hinge your torso forward, so you're in this airplane position. So the crown of the head is on a diagonal line from the back right heel. Now this time I want you to face your palms forward and then bring them back behind you. So palms are down, backs of the hands are pointing up to the ceiling. From here, bend the left knee and pull your left hip bone back. Inhale, lower the arms. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze. So as you lift the arms up, I want you to really reach the knuckles back behind you and feel your triceps work. So the muscles that line the backside of your upper arm. Tricep work is most effective if you can get your arms really straight. So focus less on how high you get them and more on how long you can get them. We're holding this position with our legs, really driving down into our left heel and pulling our left hip back. 2 more times. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one down. Hold that lift. Now little pulses up with the arms. Little up, little up, little up. You've got it. Pulse and pulse. 8 more times right here. Go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it there. Bend your elbows like you're taking a bicep curl. Take your back right foot, step it forward so it taps next to your front left foot. On your inhale, everything extends back, arms straight, right leg back. On your exhale, everything comes in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. So you are doing a lot of balance work here, and that is a good thing. Okay, all of those little wobbles, those little movements, that is so great for your ankle stability, for your knee stability, for your hip stability. They all work together. Feel free to go as slow as you would like here. 3 more times. 2 more times. Last time in. Now I want you to hold this one back. Bring your weights together at the center of your chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to twist towards the left, so towards your front leg. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, it's a tiny little twist, and back to center. So the weights are staying at the center of your chest. You're just twisting a few inches over the left thigh and back to center. Hips are not moving. Legs are not moving. Imagine you're twisting from your rib cage. The rib cage rotates. 4 more. 3 more. Last 2. Last one. Come back to center, hold it. Maybe you bend the back knee, getting nice and low here. Relax your shoulders, push into your left heel, and hold and breathe for 4, 3, 2. Carefully come all the way down to the mat, tapping your right knee down. From here, we're gonna come back onto our backs. Your weights can just go out of your way. Lay back on your back. Feet are planted. Rest your head and shoulders down into the mat. Lift just your right heel off of the floor. So the ball of your right foot is still down. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, push into your left foot and lift up into that bridge position again. Pause. Your head and your shoulders and your upper back are all resting down into the mat still. Push into your left heel and then relax through the face. Ribs are still knitting together, so maybe your hips don't lift that high. Inhale, we're gonna lower the hips down and tap the floor. Exhale, squeeze to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You're almost done with class, you're doing amazing. So as we lower down, we find a little release. And as we lift up, you really squeeze the left side glutes, and that's what lifts you up. So this seat work is called bridge. You might also hear it called back dancing. I feel like more commonly you're gonna hear it called bridge. The main focus I should say for you in bridge is about keeping the neutral spine. If you arch, if you find that cow position we did at the start of class, you're not gonna find the work into your glutes that you want. This is going to become very uncomfortable on your low back. So maybe you only lift your hips a few inches to make sure you maintain neutral. 3 more times. 2 more times. Last one down. Hold the up position. Now it's that tiny pulse. Come down 1 inch, squeeze and lift 1 inch. Inhale down, exhale up. So we're still up on the tippy toes of our right foot. Our left heel is grounding into the mat. Try to let your shoulders be really heavy down into the floor here. And bring the focus into the left side glutes and the left side hamstrings. Your hamstrings are the muscles that line the back side of your thigh, and they insert up into the base of your seat. So really great for pelvic and knee stability. Really great for propelling you forward, right? 3 more pulses. 2 more. Last one down. Now I want you to hold the up. Staying right here is an amazing option, or take an inhale. Think about how you need to engage your abdominals as you march your right foot up, tabletop. Inhale, lower the right foot down. Exhale, march it up. Inhale, lower it down. Totally optional. This is very challenging. So if you would rather go back to that full range movement of the bridge, that's a great option as well. As you lift the right leg up, I want you to try to keep your hips very, very still. We're going to take 4 more and you have your final hold for class. 4 and lower. 3 more. Last 2. This time you're going to march it up and maybe you hold it there. Maybe that's not working for you today and you want to lower the foot back down. That's totally fine. Wherever you are, this is your final hold for class. Lift your hips maybe a hair higher. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face and hold right here for 4, 3, 2. Lower your right foot down. Lower your hips down and then carefully hug your knees into your chest and take a gentle rock from side to side. Amazing work. Don't leave me yet. We're going to take a couple of stretches. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, come to stillness. Take your hands to the tops of your shins, and we're just going to trace circles with our knees. They're going in opposite directions, and this movement is really free. So feel free to let your back and your pelvis move around in any way that feels good for you. This is just a really great way to release the low back. And then reverse your circle. Come the other direction with the knees. And don't think about this one too much. I really just want it to be a feel-good movement. Come through to center. We're going to roll over onto a side and push yourself up to a seated position. Whatever seated position feels good for you. I'm going to come cross-legged. I want you to come into a fluid side bend. So we're going to inhale, reach the right arm up and over, relaxing the shoulders. And then switching side, left arm up and over. Keep going side to side here at whatever speed it feels good for you. Making sure your sitting bones are staying anchored down into the ground. So you're not lifting one side of your hips as you stretch over the opposite direction. One more time, either direction. Oh, I need to do one more, be even. And then meet me center. From this cross-legged position, if you're not in a cross-legged position, maybe join me in one. I want you to reach the arms up on an inhale. And as you exhale, just fold over. A nice, gentle stretch for the hips. After that hamstring and glute work we did, let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe it in. Let it go. Last time, inhale. As you exhale, gently walk yourself up, and I want you to switch the cross of your legs. So switch which foot is in front. One more time, inhale, sweep the arms high. Exhale, forward fold to whatever point feels good for you. Let your head be heavy here, and we'll take those 3 big breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Again, breathe it in. Let it out. Last time, inhale. And as you exhale, slowly walk yourself all the way back up to your seated position. One last time, inhale, arms reach up. This time, just exhale, release them down, and that is your class. I am so proud of you. You did amazing. If you have any questions, any feedback, any comments, please don't hesitate to comment below and reach out to me. I'll try to respond within the day or so. I post a new class every Monday, so if you liked this class and if you're interested in more, make sure you subscribe. And I am so happy that you joined me today. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.